First of all, congrats.
Thanks.
Nice punch. Break down Strube a little bit, because I know you talked about it before the fight that you wanted to get inside on him. He's an interesting guy. A lot of people compare him to Semi-Shield, but I think that's a little insulting to Shield. Shield kind of knows how to use his length. I don't think Stefan understands that yet. And I know you also said he's not a striker yet. He's really more of a ground guy, so he's kind of picking up all the nuances.
Yeah, I think he's a better ground guy than Shields by far.
Yeah.
But I think Shields is 300 pounds. So, like, I think when he kind of grows into his body, because at 6'11", if I was 6'11", I'd probably be close to 500 pounds. So, I think when he, when he's that, when he starts weighing about 280 and he has to cut down to the 265, I think he's going to be a beast.
Yeah.
I think he just has to grow into his body, kind of like how Shaq had to grow in his body, before he could become an athlete.
Like how you grew into your body.
I'm still growing into it.
Growing every day. Can't be stopped. Do you think he'll get up to snuff in terms of the striking to kind of learn how to use his length? Because he really doesn't use it yet.
I think so. I think, he's still growing and he's still learning. I mean, he's already won three fights in the UFC. So, I mean, it just the upper echelon, I think that's where he's going to, kind of get stuck right now. But I think he can, beat up a lot of guys that are in the heavyweight division.
So tell people, what does it feel like when you land that overhand right? Because I was I was sitting in press row. It was right in front of me. He goes down, and I think for a second you were surprised, and then it's just like, let's go. And you just unloaded, I think, like 7 punches on him.
Well, when I hit him, I knew he was out. But the thing is I don't want to hit a guy that's already out, because I look at this as a sport, not like anything else. And then I'm waiting for the referee to stop it, and he wasn't even nowhere to be found. So then I had to hit him again, and then I think I woke him up because the one thing about
Strube. I was counting the punches, and I thought like number 6 he was out, and then number 7 I think you woke him up, and then he rolled.
Yeah, the one thing about like Strube is like he recovers fast. Like I think Paul Benatello, got him once and then he popped back up. Even on the Dos Santos fight, he hit him, knocked him down, popped back up, knocked him down, popped back up, and then at the end of the Dos Santos fight, he was back up and like I was ready to play guard. So I think he just recovers really fast, and it just it's like it's hard to hit a guy when you already see that he's already out.
So last time you fought the tough finale, I mean, that crowd at the Palms is probably 1,800. It gets loud in there, but it's not a big building. What was it like in this building? You got like an old school building. There were like 8,000 people, and I'm telling you, that place went freaking ballistic. So what's it like in the cage when you hear the roar?
You know what? It's the same as when I fought in the IFL. I mean, it's you can hear the crowd, and you just kind of feel the vibe, and you just feed off the crowd, either the boos or the yeah. So either one, I'm good for it.
Did you like the question at the post fight? And we like John Morgan. John from MMA Junkie asked this one. He said, at some point, do you have to get more serious in the way you carry yourself?
And I carry myself very well. I mean, as long as I'm winning, everybody loves me. If I'm losing, then that's when people will start criticizing. But like I said, everybody, that's usually the media. They're the ones that are, they're just as bad as the keyboard, warriors. So
I would actually say I think I would do the opposite. I would keep clowning around because you're carving out a niche, as opposed to being kind of a robotic guy who takes fighting all seriously.
Well, fighting is not serious. There's life after fighting, and there's life during fighting. There's there's so much stuff that's so much better than just fighting. I mean, fighting is 15 minutes or 25 minutes. That's it. Yeah. And I'm just out there to just have fun, and the fans, it's one of the things that fans can relate to me is I'm normal. I'm not like I'm better than you or you're lower than me or anything like that. You can go, I'm the guy you can go drink a beer with.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're better than me. I'll admit that.
Taller.
Yeah, taller. Not as slim, though. Yeah, I'm cutting down after I got ripped so much on the internet. I don't know how you take it. I don't know how your wife takes it. Does your wife ever tell you, you know what, stop mocking on how fat you are? It hurts my feelings.
No, because she knows that, I love myself inside, so that's all that matters. And as Dana White would say, nobody loves Roy more than Roy loves himself.
What do you want next? I was discussing with you off camera about, who you could fight next, and I think you're a risky guy for them to put in against a guy like Dos Santos, but UFC does. They match make in crazy ways, man. They don't protect guys.
I don't know. Maybe Carwin, he has that little that brain thing or whatever, like on his MRI. Did you read about that? Something about that. Maybe he pulls out in July, and then they throw me in with Lesnar.
Is that right?
And then Carwin and Velasquez fight for the interim belt again, and then I'll have the belt from Lesnar, and then we can reunite the belts again.
All right.
Something like that.
It sounds like a good plan. Good for breaking the news, or thanks for breaking the news on Carwin's MRI too. I'm sure he appreciates that. I don't think it was that serious.
That's when the Twitter did. So
I know he was held up for a little while, but you don't want to root for a guy to drop out of a fight, do you? Oh, maybe.
Why Lesnar did? You never know. So the sport's all about storylines, and I just created one.
There you go. You just came up with one right there. Your wife's just like, okay, enough. So, post-fight career, you're already looking ahead. I already heard your great idea. How heavy can you get so that in, say, 8 years you can be on Celebrity Fit Club? Can you get up to like 350, 400 pounds? Because that would be awesome.
If I was getting 350, that would be Biggest Loser, NBC.
There you go.
But Celebrity Fit Club, I just have to be just the guy that has to lose like 20 pounds, and then I'll win the $150,000 or whatever it is. But
little drug issue along the way, maybe.
I'll act like I have a drug issue.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe a little porn. Something, you got to add some storyline.
An arrest here or there. Metro bust you for something. I don't know what, but
no, you know what? I could run and I could smoke a cigarette, even though I don't smoke, and be like, "Come on, guys, come on!" And then me and Harvey, that's the guy, the sergeant.
Yeah, he's tough, yeah.
Yeah, so then me and Harvey, we can kind of go to war and go to battle.
Mm-hmm. He's already thought it through. This is great.
I got storylines. I'm a storyline guy. So if you're at Celebrity Fit Club, go to RayNelson.com.